Yeah, this is Mathematics 6, which is the continuation of Mathematics 5. And like what I said earlier in Mathematics 5, I said Mathematics 5 and 6 is basically on grade 12 syllabus. So, although there is a bit of call and extended included in this, so please, you can easily get the focus for the grade 12 focus mathematics, then you can easily get all the content from there. Like here now, the exam question focus on all the unit. The exam will cover everything. So that's why I said the examination cover the whole study guide. Like what I promised, I just told I told you last week, I will just be coming mathematics with activities now. Then we can see what you be expecting in your exam. But let me remind you, I will not send any past question to you. I will not send my presentation to you. Whenever you need all this, just contact the office or the coordinator. Then I'm sure she will direct you properly. Mine is not to send the presentation. Mine is not to send past question to you. Basically, it's just to teach and help you to pass your exam. So if you need past questions, you need study guide, just contact the office and the coordinator will be willing to assist. So let us now start from activity 1. Look at what I'm saying here. You see, Mathematics 6, the name could look big, but the questions in Mathematics 6, as far as I'm concerned, they are even more simpler compared to Mathematics 5. But let us look at this question together. A car left a town P at 0.55 a.m. and arrived in town Q, which costs 1,850 kilometers away at 315. This is what we are saying. He left the town. Which town? That is town P. So the question is, calculate the duration of travel in hours and minutes. Calculate the in hours and minutes. When you look at it, between the time it took off and the time it arrives, you will agree with me that it arrived at 3:15 in the afternoon, and it left when 2:55 in the morning. So when you less it from 0 to 55, so the answer will definitely give you 12 hours 20 minutes when you look at the arrival time. So in sense, what I'm not saying that in your examination you are going to see a question that relates to the hours, to the minute, to the time of arrival, departure, just for you to calculate distance. You will see something like this in the exam, which you must help yourself to study. Let's look at this. Activity 2. Find the value of a raised to the power 3 minus b raised to the power 3 minus c raised to the power 3, and the values are given. So when you are to substitute or the subject of the formula, all this, I just brought this question for you to remind that there is a particular question that can come out on substitution of a value or subject of the formula. You will be given your A. The question is talking about A cube minus B cube minus C cube. And you will be given this one to be A is our 2/3. B is what? 1/3 minus 1/3. Then our C is minus 3/3. Now, where you are going to get confused, that's why I picked this one, is because there's a question says 1 minus 1, which is our B. So 2 raised to the power 3 is 8, that is 2 by 2 by 2. Minus 1 raised to the power 3 is 1. But minus 1 raised to the power 3 is minus 1 minus 1. Then minus 27. 3 raised to the power 3. 3 cubed. Now, it will now be 8 minus multiplied by minus plus 1 minus 27. This is where I really know you get confused. That's why I pick it out from this so that you can understand the purpose of this sign. You must put the sign there. 1 raised to the power 3 is the same as the 1, but it should be minus 1. Then they can cancel each other, then you get plus. Otherwise, you are going to say 8 minus 1 minus 27, and this, you will be wrong with this. So that is the purpose of you now having this, so that when you are dealing with it, it will really help you to understand. Let us look at this. Simplify. Simplify. These are the questions you will be seeing in Mathematics 6, and they are there in the study guide. 3a minus 2b in bracket a plus 2b in bracket minus 4ab. Those are the things you should be expecting that will come. I want you to simplify. We are going to simplify together that question and see what we can get. The question says 3a. The question says 3a minus 2b. 3a minus 2b. 3a minus 2b in bracket a plus 2b. A plus 2b in bracket, then minus 4ab. How do you do this? And you want to make it so simplified so that you can do it and quickly get your answer. How do you simplify this? To simplify this, let us go in this way. Let us open these two brackets first, then we leave this one alone. 3, it will be 3, it will be this by this, this by this, this by this, this by this, then we open the bracket with this one. This is what I'm saying. 3a by a, 3a square. 3a by this, you look at the sign, very, very important, plus 6ab, this by this, minus 2ab, this by this, it will be minus 6b squared. The question says simplify. So you come in and say 3a squared. You take this one half from here, it will remain plus 4ab minus 6b squared minus 4ab. We can still rearrange it to be, let's collect the like times, 3a squared plus 4ab minus 4ab minus 6b squared. Definitely this will be out. So it will be 3a squared minus 6b squared. But in mathematics, if you can still go further, you don't stop there. Like what we said, 3a squared minus 6b squared. You might not stop here, because marks will be awarded for clarity of expression. We can still go further, or you can leave it here. You will still get your full mark. It has been simplified up to this place. So that is what we talk about that there. Let's look at this. Factorize completely. Where the question says factorize, that is, it must get to the minimum. How do you do this? Now, if the question is like this, 3a cubed b minus 12ab cube. If you look at this one means only a is having is cube is affecting, not affecting b, but here is affecting both. So what do you do here? It's the same thing of what we did the other time. You can simplify them to be 3a minus 2b minus, what can replace this one that when you multiply them, it will give you 12. So there you can use 4. You can use 4 there. You can use 3 there. But it's better to do it in this way by saying, 3a minus 2b into bracket. Let's put them in the bracket. Then minus a plus 2b into bracket minus 4ab. When you factorize this, like the one I did the other time, end of the day, you are coming back to this. Just the same procedure. I just put this one, I call this one simplify, I call this one, what do you call it? I call this one simplify, I call this one factorize, which you can still get the same answer. So when you do it like this, you will still get your answer. So that is what we are just trying to do there. But let me make it in this way. That is, if you want to factorize or the other side. But let's say in this way, we can make it like this. If it is a 3a cube b minus 12ab cube. We want to factorize. What is so common there that it can go is 3. 3, that will be 3ab. Yeah, 3ab will be a squared, because one will be out, a squared plus, okay, let's say a squared minus 4b squared. Because we have taken 1a here, supposed to be, 1 here supposed to be, 4ab. Okay, 4b squared. We have taken a out here. The 1b is already taken out. It will be 3 here. Then you leave it like this. But you are not factorizing completely here. You might still need to go further. Then it will be 3ab into bracket a plus 2b into bracket a minus 2b. Because this is the meaning of this, if you want to put them. So from here now, you can see that it has been factorized completely. That's what we are trying to say here. The same thing is happening here. If you look at this one, the volume of a given gas varies inversely as the pressure P. When the volume V equals to 2 meter cube, the pressure, find the volume V when the form P is 400 meter cube. In this case now, you are just going to substitute, because we have been given the formula that when the volume of a given gas varies inversely. The moment the question tells you inversely means it's always 1 over something. 1 over 2, 1 over 3, they are all inversely included. So in the exam, it could be directly proportional to. Here it is not inversely, because the question says the volume of a given gas varies inversely as the pressure P. So there is a constant of V and P. When the volume is 2, the P is 500. Find the volume of P when the P is 400. I think that it's a bit straightforward there. It's a bit straightforward in a sense that you just substitute the value there, then you get your answer. But this one came as like inversely proportional to, but there are some that will come in form of a directly proportional to. Let us look at what I'm trying to say here. V equals to 2 meter cube, P equals to 500 nm cube. Then the question now says P, okay, let's say P1, V1, P2 equals to, because the question says, 400 nm. So the question now says, find the volume of V when P is 400. So what do you do there? The V2, which is the one we are calculating, it will just be this 500, it will be 2 multiplied by 500 in bracket plus 400. Then your answer will be 2.5 m cubed. Then you will get your answer there. So that is what we are expected to do when you are doing something like this. Let me look at this. Solve the inequality. These are very simple. There you must know the difference between this sign and equals to. That's what I want you to examine there. So you go and practice this one. -2 less than 3 minus s less than equals to 5. Those are very simple one. Then this one again, Ellen, the issue of calculating interest. You must know how to calculate interest. Helen invests 18,000 at a rate of 2 per year compound interest. Calculate total amount Helen will get end of 4 years compound interest, principal times interest times rate. Please don't forget about this, and I'll give you answer to the nearest Namibian dollar. The same thing with this. The mass, I'm giving you this because there will be a question on 3-dimensional, like a cone, volume, cubed. These are the reasons. You must know the formula. Then, like this one, you know the formula. M is 160, R is 2. Find M when R is equals to 5. From the formula, you will get it there. So, let me stop here. In case there's any problem or you need more information, please contact me. This is my number and this is my email address. I will definitely ready to assist you. But please always call me as from 3 o'clock. Don't call me between 3 o'clock. In case of any other thing, just contact me.